Hi, today we are going to compare Bybit exchange with MEX exchange. My name is Sudhir. I am from Micro Trader community. This is the gist of both the exchanges. Bybit exchange was launched in 2018. MEX was also launched in 2018. Number of markets supported on Bybit is lesser, but they have weighted coins. So hence the number of coins is less. MEX has lesser weighted coins and has more number of coins. You will find newer tokens on MEX also to trade. KYC limits, if we speak about, Bybit is requiring KYC for even small amounts of trading, and MEX is not requiring any KYC at this moment. If you are looking for best possible deposit bonuses, you can check the links in the description below. Bybit has updated its deposit bonus from 5,000 USDT to 30,000 USDT, and MEX has deposit bonuses of 8,000 USDT. Both the exchanges I have used, and my favorite is Bybit. To know the logical reasons why it is, please stay in the video till the end and I will tell you why Bybit is my favorite. And if we speak about the size of the company, Bybit is a much larger company having about 270k followers and 5,000 employees. Similarly, MEX is having a lesser number of employees, 96k followers and 1,000 to 5,000 employees. And if we speak about their origin, it started in 2018. As I said, it is spread across 170 countries, has 30 million users across the world for MEX, and Bybit is having 60 million users worldwide and is spread across in 195 countries. Customer support is available 24/7. And another feature that you should look into a crypto exchange is the trading volume that they are fetching. If we speak about, Bybit is having a spot trading volume of about 2 billion in last 24 hours and is having a trading volume of 16 billion in last 24 hours for derivative side. MEX, if we speak about, spot trading volume in last 24 hours has been 2.9 billion, and on the derivative sides it has been about 20 billion. So if you see in terms of trading volume, both exchanges are neck to neck and are almost similar. In the spot trading, sometimes I have faced slippages and higher spread on MEX. And if we speak about derivatives, Bybit is much more stable and there are no slippages and spread on Bybit exchange. As far as we speak about derivatives trading, the KYC requirements of Bybit, KYC is mandatory on Bybit. It has 3 levels of KYC: standard KYC, advanced KYC, pro. And verification required is identity assessment and proof of identity at the standard level. You just have to submit your government approved identity verification card. Government approved ID will work here. In advanced, additional to the government approved proof of identity, you need to give proof of address also. In pro, NS due diligence will be done, which requires a video KYC. According to the level of KYC, you can expect the deposit and withdrawal limits to change. You can see there are non-VIP levels, and VIP level goes up to VIP 5, and similarly it has Pro 1 to Pro 6 level also. If you have not done any verification, the daily withdrawal limits are going to be lesser than 20k USDT and monthly withdrawal limits are going to be lesser than 100k USDT. If you do any of the other KYC levels, your deposit and withdrawal limits can go up to 30 million USDT based on daily limits. So depending upon your usage, trading volume and deposit and withdrawal requirements, you can check which VIP level or which pro level suits you. And if we speak about MEX, it has 4 levels of KYC. I have not done my KYC on MEX because it doesn't require you to do mandatory KYC. And it provides a healthy withdrawal limit of 10 BTC, which I have never required more than this at the no KYC level. It also has primary KYC and advanced KYC levels and institutional KYC, according to which the deposit and withdrawal limits change. The KYC verification is mandatory. In some countries, without KYC verification, the combined deposit and withdrawal limit is of 1,000 USDT. If you fall in one of those jurisdictions or countries, I would say a primary KYC on MEX would be best. If you can increase your withdrawal limits to 80 BTC, which is a very handsome limit. Now let's talk about the margin or leverage requirements on both these exchanges. So leverage is a feature that I personally look into if I want to trade perpetuals and futures. And if you are trading spot, you don't need to look leverage limit. Right now, Bybit is providing 1x to 100x leverage, and I usually trade between 10x to 25x leverage. But mind you, this kind of 100x leverage or 50x leverage is not available on all the trading pairs. Depending upon the liquidity of the trading pair, the leverage will vary. And if you see for here an example, if you are risking an amount of about 2 million, your max leverage can be 100x. If you are risking an amount of 2.6 million, your leverage can be 90x. And if you are risking an amount of 4.4 million, your max leverage can be 70. So if you see, if you are increasing your risk amount, the leverage is substantially going down. This is an inbuilt security or safeguard feature for the users of Bybit. Speaking about leverage, I forgot to tell you about smart leverage. This has higher leverage for people who want more leverage. You can get up to 200x leverage and no liquidation before expiry. No fees is there to trade this product. So you can buy these structured products. The leverage is higher on these products because these are highly sophisticated products for sophisticated traders who don't want the headache of managing their own leverage or margin. You can find these contract names like BTC 200x long. So you can find short contracts also, and you can find pairs who are having higher liquidity to be traded via smart leverage on Bybit. So Bitcoin, you can trade Ethereum, you can trade BNB, Doge. So all these coins, for example, XRP, and up to 200x leverage with zero risk or liquidation before settlement is available. This is specifically useful for people who want to bet via higher leverage in shorter period of times, who are expecting a V-shaped recovery in 1, 2, or 7 days. And there are no fees to trade these structured products. And you can close these positions whenever you want, and you will not be getting liquidated before the settlement date or time has arrived. So this is another smart leverage feature that is available on Bybit. If we check on MEX, the leverage has increased from 400x to 500x leverage. On most of the trading pairs, you will find this leverage, especially in those pairs where the depth is more and the spreads are lower. For example, BTC USDT pair or ETH USDT pair. But 400x and 500x leverage is really dangerous. You can stick to up to 15 to 20x leverage. That is my recommendation. You can claim up to 400x leverage if you want that. Another feature that I personally look into is trading fees, because if you don't pay attention to the trading fees, your capital will get wiped out very quickly. The higher trading fees will eat up your capital. MEX spot trading, the maker fee is 0% and the taker fee is 0.05%. And on the future side, the maker fee is 0.01% and the taker fee is 0.04%. Maker is somebody who is making or giving the liquidity to the exchange, and taker is somebody who is taking the liquidity out of the exchange. Sometimes I place market orders and I sometimes become a taker, and sometimes I am using limit orders, which makes me a maker of the liquidity. So you can see whether you want to be a maker or taker and substantially decrease your fees. If we speak about Bybit, Bybit is having VIP levels from 0 to VIP level 5 and Pro level 1 to Pro level 6. Depending upon your trading volume, you can decide which trading fee will be suitable for you. Spot trading fees or Bybit hovers around 0.1% usually. And for perpetuals and futures, the taker and maker fee is around 0.05% to 0.02%, which you can increase or decrease depending upon the trading volume that you are trading with. Crypto industry 2 years back started doing proof of reserves to showcase to its users that their funds are safe with the exchange in case the exchange is hacked or is going on a bankruptcy or is getting liquidated because of any unforeseen event. Exchanges like Bybit and MEX have started displaying their reserve ratios. Reserves ratio is the amount of assets stored on the exchanges, which should be higher than the amount of assets stored by the users on the exchanges. It means the exchange is having higher number of assets in total in comparison to the number of assets deposited by the users on the exchange. For example, LTC, the Bybit users assets are about this much and Bybit wallet's address is having this much LTC. So you can see there is 100% or more than 100% reserve that is being met here. All the assets are over reserved on Bybit exchange, and similarly on MEX exchange also the reserve ratio is above 100%. If you see USDT reserve ratio is 115, BTC reserve ratio is 117. So what it means is that the exchange is having more than 100% of the reserves. So for example, if the user has deposited 100 BTC on MEX, MEX is having 117 BTC on their behalf. This higher reserve ratio comforts users that they don't need to panic in case of bankruptcy or any liquidation event or any hack, that the exchange will be able to repay their funds. So they can trade without any worry on these both the exchanges. If we speak about MEX, MEX has launched its native token also. This native token holders are entitled to a number of benefits at MEX exchange. There are rewards for holding MX token. They can vote. They can receive discounted subscription. They can even vote via new listings and get free airdrops also. MX token holders can even stake the MX token and receive rewards because it's a staking coin. The similar feature on Bybit is not available, but Bybit without this token also allows you to participate on airdrops or reducing your fees. But Bybit at the moment doesn't has its native token. If you want to trade with higher certainty and medium leverage up to 100x or 50x, Bybit is the place to go because the number of vetted coins are higher here and the KYC requirements are also little lower. And if we speak about MEX, the KYC is absolutely not mandatory and there are more trading pairs available on this exchange and newer tokens are also available and the trading fee is little less compared to Bybit. So if you're looking for best possible deposit bonuses, you can check the links in the description below because we are premium trading partners for both these exchanges and right now both these exchanges are offering a handsome deposit bonus for its users. And this is me from Micro Macro Trader signing off and I will be back with a new comparison video very soon. See you again.